Hello friends, welcome to AQ by IAS YouTube channel. This session is a part of our daily current affairs series. In today's session, we'll discuss about the renewed interest of some countries in Afghanistan. So some countries, they are trying to exert their influence in Afghanistan. You might have heard the phrase new great game. So this phrase it was used in 19th century to describe the geopolitical interest of two countries, Britain and Russia. So these two countries they had geopolitical interest in Central Asian region and Afghanistan. So they wanted to strengthen their influence in Afghanistan in 19th century. But this phrase it has a different context now. Why? Because there are 10 players now. Number of players are different. Earlier there were 2 players, now there are 10 players. So let's try to know what is the game plan of these 10 players. What is the strategy they have adopted as far as the Afghanistan is concerned. First, let's talk about the USA. See, in the USA, many Americans are relieved, they are very relaxed that America has withdrawn from Afghanistan. In fact, the American media they have expressed its happiness over the withdrawal of the USA from Afghanistan. But they are slightly worried. They are worried because of the close relationship between Taliban and China. Okay, so this is what they do not want to see. They do not want to see the close relationship of China with Taliban. They are worried because of China's presence in Taliban. Now let's talk about the Russia. See, Russia it has only one agenda, and that is economic agenda. It wants to exploit the resources of Afghanistan for its benefit. Okay, so this is the only agenda Russia has. Now let's talk about the Iran. See, Afghanistan is one of the largest consumers of the non-oil imports from Iran, and it is the source of hard cash for Iran. So Iran wants the stability in Afghanistan. Besides that, Iran wants to use its Chabar port to conduct the business with India. That's why stability in Afghanistan it is really good for Iran. Now let's talk about the China. See, China it does not want to run Afghanistan. The only objective China has, it wants to exploit the resources of Afghanistan. China knows that Afghanistan is home to unique mineral resources which are available in abundance. So it has the economic interest in Afghanistan. As far as the Qatar is concerned, see, Qatar it is supporting Afghanistan right now. Why? Because Taliban is claiming that they are now liberal in outlook. They are far more liberal. That's why Qatar is being supportive. But you never know. You cannot trust Taliban. In the future, Taliban might go back to repressive ways, might go back to traditional ways, and they might become traditional in outlook in the future. It is possible, and that thing will embarrass the Qatar. Now let's talk about the Turkmenistan. Just remember, it is worried only because of one thing, which is Tapi pipeline. Okay. Now this Tapi pipeline it goes through Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India. So Turkmenistan wants the stability in Afghanistan only because of this pipeline. Okay, just remember about this Tapi pipeline. Now let's talk about the Pakistan. See, Pakistan wants to use the Afghanistan as a ground for training the terrorist, and we all know that. This is the only agenda they seem to be having right now. Okay, so they will be using the Afghanistan for their terrorist outfits. So let's talk about Uzbekistan. See, Uzbekistan knows that if there is stability in Afghanistan, then it is good for them. Why? Because if there is instability, then people from Afghanistan, they will start infiltrating into Uzbekistan. So number of refugees will increase in Uzbekistan. So this will create the problems for their security. Now let's talk about India. See, the arrival of Taliban in Afghanistan, it is a massive, massive setback for India. Okay, it's a big, big setback for India. See, China's presence, it is getting stronger day by day in Afghanistan. So, which is not good for India. And in the future, you never know, the relationship between China and Russia, it might grow very close. Okay, and in the future there might be a regional bloc comprising of Afghanistan, Pakistan, Russia and China, and this regional bloc will create the problems for India, and India's influence will diminish, it will decline. Okay, so it's a big, big setback for India. Now let's talk about Tajikistan. See, Tajiks, people from Tajikistan, 25% people from Tajikistan, they live in Afghanistan. So this country is seeking for the say in the government. So this is the only agenda they have as far as the Afghanistan is concerned, that Tajiks, which form 25% of Afghanistan population, they want some democratic, they want some rights in, they want some representation in the government of Taliban. Okay, so all these points are important, and that's all I wanted to discuss in today's session. If you have liked it, you can subscribe our YouTube channel for more such videos. You can follow our social media platforms for daily current affairs content. So that's all for today's session. I'll see you in the next session soon. Bye bye.